Hi chefs, today we're in the kitchen for my Tuesday savory video, but shh, I'm actually making a sweet video. That's right, today we're making vegan Kugel. And this is something that can either be made with potatoes or noodles. We're doing noodles. And it can either be made savory or sweet, and we're doing it sweet. In fact, growing up, this was something that I asked for my birthday cake one year, was sweet noodle Kugel. Think of it something like a bread pudding, but instead of using bread, we're using noodles. And this is a very classic Jewish dish that's served often during the holidays. We are adding a few unique twists to this recipe. Now we are putting in some raisins. I have soaked these actually in a little bit of Cointreau, which is of course an alcohol. So you can use Cointreau, Grand Marnier, whatever you like. Now if you don't like alcohol or you don't use it, just leave it out. Also, we're going to be using some plant milk, but to get a unique flavor profile, I actually have some strawberry flavored cereal here. So I'm going to be putting my plant milk into that cereal and just hydrating this for a while to infuse that flavor and give a more deep flavor profile in our Kugel. Now, Kugel wouldn't be Kugel on a sweet version without condensed milk. But normally, of course, condensed milk is not vegan, but today we're using this Nestle Carnation new vegan condensed milk. Now, as this is a very decadent, creamy dish, and of course, like I mentioned, we are using our Nestle condensed milk, so I'm just gonna pop that into a blender. We're also adding some cinnamon as well as some nutmeg here, and I have some vanilla with some water. That's what all these dark colors are. And then to recreate the egg that normally is in our Kugel, we're going to be using something called panis egg. And panis egg is our functional egg replacer that goes into our product, our recipe, and that is measured out right here. It's going to be mixed with the liquid and then set when we bake our Kugel. Now you can use your homemade yogurt, of course vegan. We teach you how to make that in our vegan cheese class, or here I have vegan sour cream. We teach how to make that in our level 1 or vegan cuisine course. And this is going to make our Kugel very creamy and extra decadent, replacing that heavy cream that would normally go in this. I'm just going to blitz this up, and then we're going to assemble. Now, normally Kugel is made with egg noodles, but of course, we're all vegan, so these are egg-free, but I did cook them to the package instruction, and now I'm going to be putting in, remember we have our soaked raisins, so those are going in. Yummy. And now I'm adding the milk that came from my cereal. Just going to be pouring that in. Delicious. From the cereal. And last but not least, all of our creamy goodness from that condensed milk and the spices. Now I know this looks liquidy, but I promise you this is going to set up. We're going to be cutting this, showing you how fabulous this is. So just once this is all combined, just pour this into a greased pan. And then we do want to top this, and I want to show you a secret hack that I've developed. It's fantastic. It's easy, it's quick, because we want to put some margarine on top here, but we want to have that shredded. So the easiest way to do that is to get a box grater. That's right, box grater, because we want to put that on top. Actually, first of all, what I'm going to do, because we're going to put the butter on top after I put some of these, and now this is actually chocolate Cocoa Puffs, of course all vegan. Putting these on top, this gives this a nice crunchy top. It gives some more flavor as well as texture. You know, the pasta is quite soft. There's not too much crunch going on there with the raisins. So this is a more, soft dish, but I think texture really adds to this dish. But we don't want to burn these cereal bits. You do want to cover all of this. I promise you, you'll love it. Cover all of your noodles with the cereal. But again, we don't want to burn these, so I'll show you how we're going to protect these. I'm not going to be covering this up. We are going to be baking it uncovered, but the way we're going to be protecting it is with the vegan butter or margarine. And like I said, in order to do that, we're going to use the box grater. So just get yourself some baking paper and then take your margarine and literally just grate it. It's really best to do straight out of the fridge. It's nice and hard, but I just want to show you. It almost, so it looks like cheese. So we're just going to be putting this on all over this. And this, like I said, this is going to be protecting our chocolate cereal from burning. And it also creates almost like a nice caramel topping as well. So we're going to bake this in the oven at 180. So now we've taken our Kugel out of the oven. I cooled it overnight in the refrigerator, and now we're going to cut it. And now here we have our cut slice of Kugel. Look at all those delicious noodles, the creamy condensed milk from Nestle, our chocolate Cocoa Puffs on top, of course our alcohol-soaked raisins, and then all of this good spices. Enjoy!